2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Rip City. It's time for the NBA. Now we'll look at Dallas' starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Richardson. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
Just 5 to shoot. And here's Doncic from the arc. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The quick look, no good that time. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Finney Smith. Covington with the steal. Lillard attacking. It's rebounded by Dallas. Right side, Porzingis. And Finney Smith gets it to go. Finney Smith's got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic feeling it out. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Basket good.
So yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Finney Smith. That one a little long. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Lillard. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Cauley-Stein.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving his passer.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now, here's Doncic. Richardson finds Porzingis. It's Cauley-Stein, top of the key. Doncic outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The 3 from McCollum. The shot missing. And it's Dallas the other way. Doncic against McCollum. Doncic left side. Down low. Kicks it to Cauley-Stein. A baseline J. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Here's Finney Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The shot from 20 feet away. Again, McCollum missing. Dallas leading by 6. Pass to Doncic. Back to Porzingis, off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Runs in the pass to Redick. The three. No good that time. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And the basket by McCollum.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Hardaway from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been... And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Anthony out there with Giles. Then it's Little. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's McCollum in at the point guard position.
Oh, wow! Nice!
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it. His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Hardaway for three. Knocks down the three ball. Hardaway has got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Hollis-Jefferson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good on the quick three.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Kanter finds Lillard, and the shot is good.
There's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
Runs in the pass to Redick. From outside the arc, the Mavericks rebound. Out to Hardaway. To the middle, stolen by Kanter. Here's Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for Portland.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Lillard against Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. Dallas again missing. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Lillard way outside. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
It's Redick on the wing. Off target from outside.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking... it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
1:07 left in the first half. And here is Marjanovic. And the pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. He kicks it to Hardaway. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard surveying the D. Up again, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his first points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Redick. Three-pointer. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have an 8-point lead. And Shaq. That's all for now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's CLA Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. Here's the 3. CLA Stein grabs the board.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Out to the right wing. Here's Porzingis. That shot off. Trailblazers trail by 10. Out to the right wing. Lillard outside. From deep. And it's Lillard again missing.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
The 3 for Doncic. No good on the shot. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Covington. Good work defensively by Richardson.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Doncic finds CLA Stein. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. I'm sure you've got a list Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to?
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Back to Lillard to end the drought. Knocks it loose.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
So for the Trailblazers, Mavericks leading by 12. Doncic dishes to Richardson. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Doncic outside. Fires the three. Little with the rebound. Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Shots good by Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Anthony against Porzingis. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. A different look for Dallas. And there's 1:45 left in the third. And that one drops.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. He clearly has something left to offer.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Powell finds Hardaway. Clock at 6. Back to Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Cullen passes a little. Now, Hollis Jefferson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Passes it to Powell. Here's Brunson. 5 to shoot. Powell down low. Anthony on him. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. McCollum with the ball. Here's Giles, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Little. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And here's Brunson. Fires for three. Hardaway, no good. Trailblazers trail by 12. And it's Little finishing it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Brunson kicks to Redick. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Redick. Right side Hardaway. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Porzingis kicks to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. And here's Doncic from the arc. Cauley Stein passes to Porzingis. Shoots over Lillard. Great touch on the 16-footer. Porzingis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Porzingis finds Doncic. And here's Richardson. Back to Doncic. For the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on G. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Doncic outside. Cauley Stein in the post. He's covered by Cantor. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Doncic against Jones from deep three-point range, and it's Doncic missing. Trailblazers trail by 9. Cantor with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Lillard misses.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And the 3 ball is good.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Doncic against Jones. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Porzingis. To the inside, Doncic lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 14 points. That shot is off. The Trailblazers on offense. Now here's Lillard. From deep. And the miss. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. And it's Covington in at the 3. Now here's Beverley. Now the dish to Ibaka. Pass to Leonard. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Lillard misses. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Beverley, the pass to George. He kicks to Leonard. Good D by Covington.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
Portland shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And here's George for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Leonard against Covington. Leonard kicks to Beverley. To the paint. 2 on the clock. Here's Ibaka. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Having to rush that one. Ibaka keeps his head up, sees the clock running down.
Lillard against Beverley. They grab their own miss. Kanter dishes to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Left side, Ibaka. Here's Zubac. Nurkic with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Leonard. Just 3 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Jackson following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Kennard with the ball. Alice Jefferson's there, and he's able to get it back. They get it back. Here's Jackson. Out in his own on the break. For the finish, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. 1:19 left to play here in the first, and he comes up with the deuce.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Hits it from three-point range.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
McCollum against Cousins. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 6 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Cousins finds Kennard. Over McCollum. Out to Morris. Fires top of the key. It's stolen by Little. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Jackson passes to Kennard. 1 second left. He lays it in. He has 7.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Cousins in at the 5, down low.
Awesome display. Fierce with the level of strength. DeMarcus with the impressive move.
McCollum, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Kennard kicks to Jackson. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Looking at Reggie's motion, it's a little bit of a push shot, but able to get it to go. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's Kennard. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
McCollum passes to Hollis Jefferson. Back to McCollum, and stolen by Cousins. Batum scanning the floor. Cousins finds Kennard. Tries from 7. And no problem from Cousins as he finishes at the rim. Cousins has got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Now here's Cousins following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. The shot by Anthony, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Batum. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. McCollum passes to Hollis Jefferson. Back to McCollum. Halt the run. Drops in the tray. McCollum's got 9.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
There's the pass to Kennard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. That puts them in the lead. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Inside, here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's McCollum, 11 points in the game. A three-pointer, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Leonard kicks to Kennard. Leonard, the pass to Kennard. Out to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High post try. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
McCollum passes to Giles, and he jams it with authority.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. Right wing, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Two on the clock, and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers ball. And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. It was a rough ride in the first quarter for the Clippers. A big part of the problem was their defense and inability. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Giles. Then it's Little. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's McCollum in at the point. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. George with the ball. Hollis-Jefferson's there. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Pass to Ibaka. That shot off. Excellent D there from Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Lets it fly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the line for him here.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
The Clippers trail. Now here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Leonard draws the double. Down low. And Ibaka slams it in.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson, defended by George. And he commits the intentional foul. Beverly finds George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rebound by Anthony.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And Giles now top of the key. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
The Clippers in the lead. Beverly with the ball. Back to George. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Hollis Jefferson with it. George picks him up. Here's Giles. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to McCollum. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Jackson dishes to Morris. Goes up from the top of the key. Here's Jackson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
McCollum kicks to Hollis Jefferson. And stolen by Cousins. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Kennard for 3. Jackson passes to Cousins. And the wide open shot from Morris. Misses the 3. Portland trailing here. There's Hollis Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Jackson passes to Kennard. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
The sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's Anthony. And he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Can't get the putback. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Anthony. Good work defensively by Morris. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside for Jackson. Jacks up a three. They get it back.
One thing about DeMarcus, he's got an edge to him, and a lot of the time, it works to his advantage.
Now McCollum, he's got 13. He can't hit that time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top, up by 1. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the 1. And the Trailblazers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
That free throw good from Anthony. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Harry Giant. Robert Covington comes in for Little. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for McCollum. And here's Beverly. Now the feed to Leonard. Kanter against Zubac. Now here's Beverly. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Count that one.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers. Nobody near George. That shot off the mark. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Here's Lillard. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Luke Kennard in for Patrick Beverly. Leonard looking around. Kicks it to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Cousins. 2 points. That one goes. 8 points here for Cousins.
As much as today's game is being played on the perimeter, it's good to see Cousins attacking inside.
Lillard against Kennard. Lillard outside. Charity stripe shot. He is hauled in by Paul George. Clippers leading by 3. Takes a 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. He kicks to Covington. Lillard against Kennard.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
The pass to Cousins. Outside Leonard. Kennard on the wing. Outside for George. Back to Kennard. Outside, George. Dishes to Ibaka. Shoots over Nurkic. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by George.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Here's Lillard, and it's blocked by Ibaka. They retain possession. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. George finds Leonard. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Ibaka right side. From deep, George. Ibaka, the pass to Cousins. Shot clock at 5. Pass to George. It's stolen by Jones. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Here's Cantor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Cousins, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Kennard.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
George with the ball. 54 seconds left in the game. Clippers moving the ball around. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Good!
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Lillard up top, defended by Beverly. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Ibaka. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. George with the ball. Now Covington defending. And so they foul intentionally. We got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Leonard. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Ibaka. Takes it out to Leonard. No good with the triple. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, DeMarcus Cousins.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
O'er the land of the free.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Nikola Jokic, Murray out there at Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Bull in at the 4 slot. And for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the 3 slot. Now here's Murray. From downtown, they get it again. Jokic passes to Porter. Back to Jokic. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. The shot misses. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Bull kicks to Gordon. Porter passes to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Lillard way outside. Trailblazers keep it alive. Poked loose. Here's Cantor. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Porter passes to Jokic. Dishes it to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Lillard from outside. Portland no good that time either.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Porter passes to Gordon. The pass to Bull. 6 to shoot. And Jokic throws it down.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Deep 2 from Murray. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Jones kicks to Nurkic. Denver leading by 6. Left side, Porter. No one near him. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
With the putback and staying with the play, Anthony.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
From the corner. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And he gets it to go.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Hollis Jefferson finds Anthony. And it's Little atop the key. And Bull pulls it down. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Gordon with no one around. Gordon with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Giles. Second shot opportunity. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic just got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Now Murray. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw, good. Jokic. Just 4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And so it's Denver in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. Right back after this break.
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Bill Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward. Morris looking over the floor. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Morris. Millsap's got his first points of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. Are you kidding me?
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Murray. Stolen by Kansas. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Lillard with no one around. No good. And the Nuggets going the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. To the paint. It's tipped. And now Portland on the break. Trailblazers moving the ball around. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 9-point game. Jones. Portland no good that time either.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Murray outside. Passes it to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Gordon finds Jokic. And it's good. 2 points. 12 points for Jokic.
Boy, the mid-range J of Jokic, I like it a lot. I mean, you got to D this guy up from that area or he'll scorch you.
Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. The Nuggets leading by 7. Murray with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shoots over Lillard. Porter against Jones. For 3, Murray. pass to Jokic. A second chance effort. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And it's Lillard missing.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Gordon dishes the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 10 rebounds. That's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Jones, and it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Barton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That one good for 2.
Shoots an impressive percentage from inside now. I like watching Barton do his thing from this area.
Lillard from outside. But they'll get another chance. To the middle. Here's Jones. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Jokic passes to Porter. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Stolen by Cantor. To the inside. And Lillard throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Lillard against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 14.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Cantor, Lillard outside. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot and that results in second and third opportunities.
You've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
Morris passes to Millsap, and that one good. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Knocked loose. Barton passes to Dozier. He dishes it to McGee. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Millsap misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Trailblazers trail by 5. There's the lob to the hoop. Morris with the block. It's Barton on the wing. Floats it up for Millsap. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
McCollum outside. Hollis Jefferson kicks to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Giles, guarded by McGee. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Guys, it is not that complicated. When a shot goes up, hit and go get. That means hit your man and then go get the ball.
Millsap misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Little passes to Anthony. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Nugget lead.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Morris passes to Dozier. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
McCollum outside. It could go. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third. Nuggets lead by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon. Jokic is out there at Bol. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 2-guard. Lillard from outside. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got his 5th rebound in this one. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Cantor.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Cantor against Murray. Pulls up. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And a deep three from Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
And a wide-open look for Porter. No good on the triple. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Lillard missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones.
C.J. McCollum.
Here's Jokic. And here's Porter. There's the dish to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Porter, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 5. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Murray finds Porter. Yep, it counts. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots down.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Murray surveying the D. Tries from 10. And he overshot that one, missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. That ties the game. Lillard's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Murray against Lillard. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Lillard from deep three-point land. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Inside. Bull kicks to Gordon. To the paint. There's the double team with Covington. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
The shot's good from Cantor.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Oh, and they take the lead. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
To the middle, here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that's 20 points for Jokic.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Porter, no luck. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Covington dishes to Lillard. From deep three-point range, a shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And it's Murray with the jam.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Here's McCollum. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Here's Lillard. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at it.
A free throw good from Lillard.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
Barton, wide open, he fires. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but thank you, David. Great.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
the city of Dallas. It's the NBA on 2. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Jones, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Lillard in at the 1. And for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now, here's Doncic. There's the 3. And Kanter pulls it down. And here's Portland. Lillard way outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And here's Richardson after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
It's Richardson on the wing. Porzingis passes to Cauley-Stein. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Good work there as it goes. Lillard's got 5 now.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Mavericks with possession here. It's Richardson on the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Offline with his 3. The Mavericks leading. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis, gliding in for the finish.
And Portland has possession. Lillard fires away from way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now, here's Doncic. 1:50 left in the first quarter of the game. 4 on the shot clock. Buries it from 3-point range. Doncic has got his second bucket.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Mavericks leading by 6. Richardson right side. Outside, Porzingis over Anthony. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Stolen. Here we go, 1-on-1. Richardson, good.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Doncic against McCollum. Anthony dishes the Little. Trailblazers keep it alive. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Stein kicks to Finney-Smith. Kept alive. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
And here's Doncic from he beat the buzzer.
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Oh, that's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just...
And I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's CLA Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Doncic with it. Now defended by McCollum. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 6.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for CLA Stein. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
You know, power and finesse, that is the essence of Carmelo Anthony's offensive brilliance.
Brunson finds Richardson. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Anthony, the pass to McCollum, shoots over Brunson. That misses off the backboard. Mavericks leading by 8. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Dallas making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Marjanovic kicks to Brunson. Redick against Jones. Here's Powell. Pass to Marjanovic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Redick with the bucket.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Trailblazers trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Good on the triple.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
1:43 left in the first half of basketball. Brunson with it. Hits the front of the rim and out. And now Portland on the break. Jones is running. Pass to Cantor. Kicks it to Lillard. From deep. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. From deep three-point range. And here's Covington from the arc. From deep. The Trailblazers rebound. Passes it to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Powell pulls it in.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Back to Hardaway. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
This is a smart kid who works hard, right? I mean, Powell draws the foul, gets to the line. Nicely done, young man.
So he gets them both.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
He gets that one.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations. And that does it for our halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 4. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Launches a 3. Wow, drew the and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Powell finds Marjanovic. Dallas moving it around. Hardaway with a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Covington dishes to Jones. Lobs it up for Kanter. Powell with the steal. Redick with the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Brunson against Lillard. Hardaway for 3. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got 6 in the quarter.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead has got back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from Lillard.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Fires for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Covington with the bucket.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Brunson to the inside. Nurkic with the steal. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Trailblazers trail by 8. 5 to shoot. Anthony. He kicks it to Little. McCollum dishes to Little. Back to McCollum. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. There's Porzingis. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. 1:29 left in the third quarter. McCollum against Doncic. McCollum passes to Giant. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. 1:19 left in the third quarter.
Well, this is the kind of effort you want to see from Luka Doncic. We know how good he is offensively. Right there playing solid D.
Mavericks leading by 6. Doncic feeling it out. To end the cold streak, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
Now McCollum. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Clock at 6. From about 16. Off the left rim and out.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Richardson dishes to Cauley Stein. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
McCollum against Doncic. Pass to Giant. Hollis Jefferson with it. Plays it up and banks it in. Hollis Jefferson's got his first 2 points.
Well, I'll tell you, excellent job from Hollis Jefferson. This guy's so skilled at getting terrific position down low.
And Doncic, here we go. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll get right back to the action when we return. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's CLA Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 8-point game. Hollis Jefferson kicks to McCollum. Passes it to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And Doncic hits it to go.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
Outside, Covington. Back to Lillard. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
And that one's good. Doncic.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Now here's Porzingis. And there's the pass to CLA Stein. Pass to Doncic. It's good. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lillard from deep three-point land. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Mavericks leading by 6. And here is Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. For 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
And it's Lillard again missing. The Mavericks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis, that's a 2. Doncic. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And Kanter able to finish.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Doncic with it. Passes to Porzingis. Here's CLA Stein, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Lillard outside. Takes a 3. That shot missing, and it's Dallas the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hardaway passes to Doncic. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lillard way outside. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Lillard. The tray. And that one is off. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final second. Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Enes Kanter, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Ibaka, then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Now here's Leonard. With the shot, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Lillard dishes to Jones. Lillard against Beverly. Back to Jones. 4 on the clock to the right side. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac, and the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Here's Beverly. George looking around. Off target with his 3.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Jones for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Now, Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Kicks it to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Outside Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. A 3-pointer off the mark. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The drive by Kanter. Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
And it's not a secret. Kanter is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Now here is George. Outside Leonard. Inside, stolen by Kanter. Lillard left side. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Beverly finds Leonard. Outside, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Tips it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Beverly. Leonard on the wing. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. To the left side wing. And Cousins kicks to Jackson. That one's off. Still out of sync.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Shot's good by Anthony.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here's Kennard. Passes it to Cousins. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And the rejection by Cousins.
How about Cousins with some gritty defense there, showing off his intimidating length on that rejection.
Platoon passes to Jackson. Over McCollum. Los Angeles with another miss.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Anthony with it, and Batum picks him up defensively.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Cousins against McCollum. Banked in off the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by McCollum. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for two. That one's on Anthony.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Now here's McCollum. The layup off target. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected.
I think in the past, anytime I got into...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Little. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Giles. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Beverly against Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed to the middle. Nurkic trying to get open.
And that's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Beverly. He kicks it to Ibaka. And the pass to Zubac. Shoots over Nurkic. Zubac, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Covington with the basket on the assist by Nurkic. Covington's got his first basket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Shoots over Covington. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Covington passes to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard attacking. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Leonard with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Beverly finds George. Lets the three fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. And now here comes Jones leading the break. He dishes it to Covington. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Beverly with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Covington against Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Lillard. Pushing it up. Ahead, here's Cantor. Nurkic can't hit.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Outside, George. Out to the wing. 59 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
It's deflected. And he makes good on the layup. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Clippers trail by 18. Outside Leonard. And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the wingspan and the timing that Kawhi Leonard has is really remarkable. He utilizes those strengths to dominate both ends of an NBA floor.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. McCollum outside. Passes it to Anthony. Back to McCollum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He's just a hard guy not to foul. C.J. McCollum is so versatile as a scorer, you never know which move he's going to go to.
And so McCollum nails both of them. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Shoots a fader. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
3 seconds left. And McCollum with the layup. 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. That's all for now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Morris in at the 3. Takes a shot at the elbow. Offensive rebound. And Cousins gets it to go.
I mean, one guy who's still dominating the inside, DeMarcus Cousins, a great rebounder and a great scorer. That time a second chance, cashing in.
Here's Giles. McCollum right side. And he banks in the layup. McCollum's got 12 in the game. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And
Let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Out to Morris. Back to Cousins. He can't get that one to fall. Now Portland takes it the other way. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Kennard covering. McCollum against Jackson. It's stolen by Morris. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. Kennard's shot is off.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Hollis Jefferson finds McCollum. Here's Giles. He's guarded by Cousins. 5 on the clock. Shot, high post. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Kennard for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. McCollum passes to Giles. Kicks it out to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers trail by 18. Leonard with the ball. Now Anthony defending, and now they decide to foul intentionally. So for the Trailblazers, outside George, outside Leonard. Back to George from downtown. The Clippers keep it alive. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Leonard. Leonard's got 8 points.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Beverly against Lillard. Dishes it to Jones. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Portland again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nurkic finds Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. 1:02 left to play in the 3rd. Jones against George. Outside Leonard. Back to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard inside. Covington's there. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. There's the dish to George. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Fades back. And no good that time. And so it's Portland riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Cantor in at the center position. Here is Lillard. And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Morris is checked in for Zubac. So it's Portland now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. They get a bet. Goes up again, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Jones. Now Nurkic. Lillard up top. Defended by Beverly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. McCollum's checked in for Portland.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Robert Covington picks one up. And he makes both free throws. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Lillard surveying the D. From deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
The open shot by Kennard. That one off the back iron and out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Kennard with the rebound.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Shot clock at 6. From 13, and the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off, and found some space there.
That's tipped. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Covington with the ball. Here's Cantor. Lillard against Kennard. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here's Kennard. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks to George. Cousins trying to free himself up.
George in there just sliding through and makes a nice move on the drive.
Portland leading by 11. Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's Lillard again missing. And Zoe Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. There's the pass to George. Right side, Leonard. Shoots over Nurkic. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Enes Kanter.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, George.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
And a deep three from Lillard. The long distance three is buried.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
And so Portland takes this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA. D.A. Jake.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Porter in a 2-guard. Now, here's Jokic. Jokic draws the double. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here is Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lillard.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to, but this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
For three, Murray. Jokic, great positioning on the putback.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Here's Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Now, here's Lillard. From deep.
Love the determination by Murray on defense, really doing his best to pester these shooters. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Murray. Lillard comes with the double team. Porter passes to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. It's deflected.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. But he's been making a better effort.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Lillard against Murray. From deep three-point range.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Lillard misses.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
And finished off by Porter.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one's good. Lillard. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
So it's Portland now. Denver getting their last shot to go. The three from McCollum. Rebound by Murray. And Porter, here we go. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Little can't hit.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And finished off by Porter.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little used reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me?
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Barton outside. Floats it up for Millsap. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And one thing about Millsap, he knows his role in this offense. Good shot selection from him on that one.
And here's McCollum for three. Portland no good that time either.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Dozier passes to McGee. Barton kicks to Dozier. Pass to McGee. Up again, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And McCollum launches it from deep. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And here's Denver. They're on a 16-7 run. Now Morris still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 3 on the clock. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this,
and so it's Denver holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Nuggets really take control here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Hollis Jefferson is out there with McCollum. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Little. And it's Giles in at the center filling out the middle.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's McGee. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 11. Anthony drives in. Barton with some nice D. And McGee kicks to Dozier. Millsap trying to get open.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now. The coaches, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, McGee, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
Both free throws good from McGee. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Martin with it. Now Anthony defending. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
McCollum against Morris. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Bull, the pass to Jokic. A minute 50 left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets with another miss.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Porter kicks to Murray. Denver passing it around. And Jokic throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Lillard misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
For 3, Murray. And Cancer pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Denver came ready to play. They had the upper hand early, defense and offense clicking, opening up an... That's all for now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
They've got Morris, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Morris finds McGee. Back to Morris. Covington with the steal. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up.
Adept at using his length on defense. That's Covington. I mean, the moment you're careless around him, he strikes.
Morris with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And a deep 3 from Lillard. He can't hit that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. Pass to Millsap. The 3 from Morris. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. 9-point game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Outstanding quickness of Miller. It keeps the D on their heels. Excels at drawing the foul on these drives.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And here is Murray. Here's Jokic. Bull kept alive. They shoot again. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lobs it up for Cantor. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lillard outside. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 18 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The pass to Bull. Here's Jokic. He's got 8. And another miss by Denver. Lillard outside. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 6th rebound on the night. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
.156 left here in the third quarter. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Martin passes to Morris. To the left wing. Here's McGee. Bucket is good. McGee's got 8 points.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
And McCollum puts up a deep 3. A 3 off the mark.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
The shot's good from McGee.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Morris against McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Now, here is Morris. Up and in on the layup. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
But sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. They grab their own miss.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip-in.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Now Morris. The shot's good. And the basket by McCollum.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. See a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Little out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Giles in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Murray with it. 6 to shoot. Makes it off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And a deep three from Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Passes it to Bull. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Nurkic.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Down low, Bull, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
But they recover it. Cantor dishes to Nurkic. Lillard against Porter. 5 to shoot. Lillard outside. And it's Lillard again missing. The Nuggets leading by 3.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 27.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. Offensive rebound. Covington kicks to Nurkic. Murray against Lillard. It's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. And
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Nice D from Porter.
I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not thieves.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Fires the three. Portland again missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
That shot wide open. And now it's a 9-point Denver lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Lillard's got 30.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again, this guy comes through for his squad.
Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
And a deep three from Lillard. His three-pointer's off the mark. Right side, Porter. Back to Gordon. Shoots over Covington. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. But they get it back. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range, it's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Outside Gordon. Murray outside. And that falls. So we see Denver get the win here. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony.